Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is not going to be a DIY build day. Why? Because there are so many things going on around here. There's going to be some building done today. I'm going to be working on the pavilion. The guys across the street, they're continuing. You can hear that noise in the background? You can hear they're working over there today on our Canadian neighbors build. But that's not what today's about. We have to do some catching up. And catching up, it has to do with the holidays. There's a lot of things going on back in this neck of the woods that has to do with this wonderful season called the Christmas season. Anyway, let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Now, before we actually start talking about the Christmas season, I just want to show you some. I've kind of been neglecting all of the gardening, and even though I'm neglecting the gardening isn't itself neglecting itself because things are growing like crazy. I want you to look at the papaya here on our beautiful papaya plant that we planted right back here on the side of the house. We have this one right here, and this one here as well. I know a lot of people keep asking me, when are you going to do an update on your yard? What's going on with your yard? Well, I haven't been doing anything to the yard, but again, the yard has been doing everything on its own because the soil is so fertile. I want to bring you around here and show you very quickly that our calamansi. The calamansi is going crazy. As a matter of fact, I haven't been picking it. You can see it's obvious. When they start turning orange, you don't want it to do this. You want to pick it way before it turns orange. And you can see this plant over here is full of calamansi all over the place. I want you to look at all the calamansi. As a matter of fact, I am going to pick about 14 of these here in just a moment. We're going to make some fresh calamansi juice inside the house. Now, it's such a mess over here where I'm building over here at the pavilion, but I want you to see, look at the bananas over here. Our bananas are growing like madness over here as well. And the bananas that we have planted on our neighbor's yard, for them so they can have established banana plants, they are growing too. There's bananas everywhere around. Now, this plant over here, this is the first year it actually produced stuff. We pulled the fruit off of this. I didn't know, this was one of my surprise citrus plants that I had planted back here, and I have several of them around here because I lost the little nameplates that said what they were, and I couldn't tell what they were. But I'm pretty sure that this plant right here, which really needs some pruning right now, this is a lime tree. I got 2 limes off of it, and they were perfectly rounded, perfectly green, and the smell of lime when I peeled them off, the smell I think is what gave it away. So when I opened up, because you can't really tell the difference between like small poncan or little tangerines when they're very, very small, but I'm pretty sure this is lime. And this is a mess. This is my raised bed garden. Again, it's been neglected for the last 3 or 4 months, but it's still growing like crazy. The peppers are just growing and falling to the ground. Some of my seedlings that I have inside here. Some of the banana plants that I transplanted over here. These are Cavendish, because we removed all the Cavendish from where the pavilion build is being done right now. Again, I haven't fixed the dragon fruit, but since they're still rooted in the ground right here, it'll be quite easy for me to get them restarted again. I have 3 spots, this one, that corner, and this corner, because we have no more vertical poles anymore. And luckily, you got to see this one, this dragon fruit plant over here, the bamboo has yet to fall. I don't know how long it's going to last. If we get another typhoon through here, it'll probably go down too. All of my grapevines, they're just growing wild. Everything is growing insanely wild here. The ginger plants, you don't have to do anything with ginger, but you'll see the ginger plants inside here. They are just massively growing everywhere over here. I want you to see, oh, look at this. I want you to see the snails they get over here. Look at these snails. Oh, whew, snails. You probably noticed my lemon tree also. My lemon trees over here. I think these are citron trees, not lemon. But they're starting to grow modest size lemons instead of those Jurassic Park lemons that we got before. I don't know. I think maybe it had something to do with me pruning it back. I really pruned it back really hard because it was overtaking this whole area. And this is supposed to be another variety. I believe I actually planted from here, from a seed, this plant right here. But it's still growing those really weird, funky looking lemons. I don't know. We'll just keep an eye on these. It's just fun to watch to grow. Okay, so as this is kind of a catch-up episode, let you know what's going on around in the community right here, and then we'll get back into the pavilion build and the new home build construction series across the street. We'll get into that very soon. I have a lot of archive footage. I just got to edit it and put all that together and then present it to you in a good time frame, basically in the correct time frame as everything's being built. Anyway, it's been very busy here. This is the Christmas season here, and especially during the month of December, prior to the days coming up to the Christmas holiday, there are a lot of things going on. And for us, I just want to share with you a few of the things that we've been doing here inside the neighborhood. Just this week alone, we had on, let's see, this past Thursday, we had a big Rotary function, and our Rotary, for those of you who aren't aware of the Rotary Association, Rotary International around the world, that what they do is they help those who really can't help themselves so much. They provide a little boost. They give people that have some disadvantages a little bit of a help. And what we did, we jump-started some of our senior citizens Christmas season here this year at our Rotary organization in Lipa, Rotary Club Lipa South. And what the Rotarians did, we put on an event for our senior citizens to show our appreciation for them. As probably a lot of you know, I'm a member of the Rotary in Lipa here, and we also, our facility that we have down there, it's a medical clinic as well as a place for us to organize and group. So we did a really nice gift giveaway for our seniors to show them our appreciation. That was on Thursday, and then the next thing that we had was, we had a big event in the barangay. We had the Mr. and Mrs. Association Christmas event. That's one of the small groups that we have inside our small barangay here, Barangay Anilao, and every year to give a good feeling for the people inside the community, we put on these different events inside there where we have entertainment, we have food, we have gift giveaway. And this year, because the president of our association there is so generous, he actually had some great gifts that he gave out to the community, and I participated a little bit. Some of our donations for myself and Ness, what we do is we contribute along with all the other contributions as well. Normally what we do is we go into the barangay and we set up a little stand somewhere, either in one of our friends' yards or in one of the Sari stores, and we give out treats to the children of our community. Well, this year what we've done is we are focusing more on providing some resources to a couple of the organizations in our barangay, which we did on the Mr. and Mrs. Association night for the big Christmas event on, I believe that was maybe Saturday. I think that was Saturday. And then we also have another big one that's happening at the city municipality that we have inside the City Hall, Barangay Hall. We're going to be providing some additional help and assistance for that as well. And that's coming up very soon. I believe it's on the 16th. We just did last night. We were invited to a local radio station as a interviewee to give our view on what's the comparison between senior citizens in the U.S., senior citizens in the Philippines, how we've seen seniors treated right here inside the Philippines. So I will leave a link in today's episode for that. That was on ABN radio station. We did that as well. So we'll go ahead and put a link on there. They broadcast live on Facebook for these type of interviews. So if you want to check that out, you'll be able to check that out as well. Well, anyway, I have a few shout outs, and then after the shout outs, we're going to close for today because I have to get and start working on this pavilion project. I want this knocked out before the Christmas holiday. And we're going to do a quick catch up on some shout outs here. We'll try to put as many in as quickly as we possibly can because we're doing the catch up for the bear months. The bear months, September, October, November, December. That's what we have. That's what we have over here is that's when the Christmas holiday season starts in September over here, believe it or not. But since we've been doing the pavilion build and we've been doing the new home build series across the street, we haven't been integrating any of the shout outs into those because those are strict building projects that we're getting into. But since today is one of those, just kind of giving some updates about what's going on here in the backyard of Villa Feliz, we're going to be able to
we finally have time.
We have finally time to get those inside. So anyway, we're going to start with our first one, and our first one is from September 25th. all the way back into September. And it was the anniversary. It was the 18th anniversary of Steve and Gwen. Steve Hansen, who goes by the name of Steve H on our channel here. Anyway, Steve just wanted to let us know that he and his wife Gwen have been separated because of the pandemic. He being in the US and Gwen being over here inside the Philippines. Also, we have another anniversary shout out. The next anniversary shout out is for September 29th. And let me see if I can get this right. It's for David and Maria Brand celebrating their 37th anniversary, or they celebrated their 37th anniversary.
Not sure.
And his comment was he built the house.
What's your secret?
What's your secret? Yeah, what is your secret? Share that with us. Anyways, having built the house right now in Florida, Blanca area of Pampanga. Pampanga, and looking at having a pavilion in our backyard as well. So that was for September 29th. Anyway, to both of our anniversary celebrants from back in September, we want to wish you both a happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Okay, we have maybe a short list, maybe a long list of birthday shouts we have to do starting from back in September. We're going to do a bunch of belated ones, and I think they're all going to be belated because I don't think we have any future projections up around the Christmas time. So anyway, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm going to have to read several of these. I'm going to have to read all of them because there's too many. And back in September 10th, as of September 10th, Shannon Domstreich celebrated a birthday. On October 15th, Dennis Salas's daughter, Princess Dion Salas, turned 5 years old. One of the youngsters in our group here. November 11th, Darren Huffmans from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, wanted us to send his sweetie, and we're sending it now. Darren, we're sending it now. Zenny Urbano, who turned a young 62 years old back on November 11th. Also on November 12th, our own pool foreman that was here during the pool, Obeng, he celebrated his birthday as well. And on November 21st, one of our longtime subscribers, Neil Williams, his daughter Daniela, turned 16, sweet 16. The youngest. Neil has lots of kids, stepdaughters. One of the youngest of Neil's stepdaughters in Las Piñas. And Neil actually turned 62 in November, on November 27th. And our last birthday recipient on December 7th is Joel Post from Belgium. So anyway, to all of those birthday recipients, sorry for getting in there late, but better late than never. We want to wish all of you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, I think we're finally caught up. You got to see a little bit of the yard. We got to do a few shout outs. You got to see some of the things that we're doing here over the Christmas holiday. It has been extremely busy, huh?
Yeah, very busy every day.
Really busy every day. Yeah. But my goal is to get this pavilion as much done as possible before Christmas. Now, I've realized I'm not actually going to be able to meet that objective because there's some parts that have to be made. But it will not stop us from enjoying the pavilion. We will be able to sit here, we'll be able to cook, we'll be able to wash dishes, we'll be able to entertain a little bit. Everything won't be in place, and after everything gets fully in place,
the table will be arriving soon.
I hope it comes. I hope that's our Christmas present from China. So anyway, with that will be done. We'll continue following the build across the street. We'll try to get you updated on that as much as possible. But we need to relax for our Christmas holiday here as well. And we will do some more Christmas updates, I hope, between now and Christmas. Well, anything else you want to add about what's going on? That's it?
Yeah, and it's the last month of the year. So
last month of the year, yeah, we're getting ready.
Be preparing for more activities and plans and surprises.
Yeah, surprises for 2022.
For 2022, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's about it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MyPI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified if you ring that bell the next time we upload a new video. So until such time from right here in the wonderful, beautiful Philippines, you have a wonderful and beautiful day.
Bye.
if you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.